Hi students, with this screencast we're going to build a basic interactive PowerPoint. So the first thing that we want to do is open up PowerPoint. Mine's down here and yours will be down there too at the bottom of your screen. So when we open up PowerPoint, we're going to get all of these different templates to use for our background if we choose. I'm just going to use a basic template today, but if you choose, you can use any one that you really want. So I'm going to use this one called Parcel. Double-clicked on it to open it up. And let's do Lakota Animals. So let's call it Lakota Language. And let's go down here and let's put Animals. Okay, once we do that, let's enlarge this right here. Let's make Lakota Animals and the whole thing a little bit larger. So it's set at 38. So up here, let's look at our options here and let's try it at 48. Okay, it could be a little bit bigger than that also. So let's try 60. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's go down here. It says click to add subtitle. You want to put your name. So let's go by Art W. W. Fisher. And you might want to put your name. That's small too, so let's enlarge that. So I'm going to highlight it. Going to go back up to here to size it. And let's try that one at 60. Okay, looks pretty good, don't it? Okay, so I'm going to take my my cursor, my pointer, and I'm going to set it down below so I get a line like that. And then I'm going to go up to Insert. And you can see over here it says New Slide. I'm going to do the drop down, so I'm not going to select the new slide because then I'll get these options. So let's choose to content. Okay, so there we go. Is our slide. We're going to put pictures of our animals here. In order to do that, we need to go to Chrome. Okay, now I'm already there, so this is going to pull up the site. So let's go to a blank slide, a blank search, and let's put in the word buffalo. Hit enter. Okay, and from here we want to choose images because we want to put an image in there. So we're going to look through here and find an image of a buffalo that we may select. This one looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and activate it, but I'm holding down my mouse cursor and I'm going to drag it over and drop it on the desktop. So you might want to minimize your desktop by pulling it over slightly so you can see where you drop and drag and drop your image there. Okay, so now once we have selected our image, let's go back to our PowerPoint and let's pick him up, the image again, and let's drag him if it will let me. Sometimes it's kind of tricky for this. Drag and drop it in there. Excuse me. Now you can see it's already pre-sized over there, so we want to make it that size. So I'm going to grab the corners and I'm going to pull it up. And you notice there was dots up here that showed that we wanted it the same size there. And I'm going to do the same to the bottom. So there it is. So let's go ahead and write the word here. And so our Lakota word is Tatanka. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Sorry, I got a cold here. Let's make that larger too. Let's go back up to our size. Let's try that at 72. That's pretty good size. Okay, so let's go back and find another image that we can put here. So we're going to go back to our Chrome. And this time in here, I'm going to go ahead and activate that, and I'm going to put a horse. Hit enter. Now, we want to look at images of horses. So we chose images. So you want to go through and find a picture of a horse that you like. I kind of want to put, this is a cool picture here. So I'm going to select that, I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to drag it over, and I'm going to drop it on my desktop again. And you can see it is there now. So let's go back to our PowerPoint, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grab it and drag it and drop it in. Okay, we want it the same size as this picture. So we're going to activate it, and we're going to drag it the corner. And so you can see it's the dotted lines there telling me it's even with the top of the buffalo picture. Now I'm going to grab the bottom of it and drag it down. It's kind of sized a little bit different, isn't it? So let's just grab the bottom and just kind of pull it down there. Okay. So now that we got that, we're going to see that we have a Tatanka and we got a Shunka Wakan. So we want the child, or whoever this is for, to choose the correct animal using the correct Lakota name. So what we want to do next is we want to go up to Insert, and we get a drop down, and we want to go down to Audio, and we want to brisk over to Audio, and we want to do Record Audio. Okay? So you can see here we got our recorder up here. So the red dot's significant. It means that if we hit the red dot, it's going to start recording. And once we're done recording, we're going to go back and hit the red dot again. That means it's going to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the recorder, the dot there. Tatanka, Tatanka, Tatanka. Going to hit it again. Stop. Oops. Stop. I guess it's that button. That's the stop. So it's done. We can listen and play it. I know I was talking afterwards, so that's going to be recorded on there too. But if you do this, you want to be careful. I would say the words at least 2 times over and over. I did 3 times, but I was talking after that. But let's listen to see what it recorded. Tatanka, Tatanka, Tatanka. Gonna hit it again. Stop. Oops. Okay. So even though I messed that up, let's say that was the recording that I want to insert. So I did cancel and redid it, but this time I'm just going to choose insert. So you can see once it's inserted, you get this image right here, and it shows a recorder. So let's go over and let's pull it over here to the buffalo. And this time we're going to size it so it fits the whole picture. And the reason I'm saying that is for young people, they need to click inside it to get the sound. And so if it's too small, they might have a hard time because of their eye-hand coordination may not be quite where it should, like ours as an older person is. So we're going to stretch it out and make it fit right inside our image there. Now that looks kind of odd because we still have that recorder sign there. So I'm going to double click inside this, and I'm going to get a toolbox that's going to show up above. I should anyway. There it is. So this time we're going to go to our artistic effects, and we're going to get a drop down. Well, let's go ahead and click it. And that should show up, and we're going to go our artistic effects here, and then see it put it over to the side here. So these are the different things that we can do with that. What we want to do is choose soft edges. So we're going to click that, and you can see we get a minimizing slide bar here. So we're going to slide it and watch how that image of watch what the image of the recorder does once I slide this. So it becomes lighter so you can't see it at all. Okay? So we're just going to leave that up there. So now to test to see what we done here, we can go down here, and it looks like a screen. So we're going to choose that screen, and this is what it's going to look like or play like once it's activated. Okay? So there we are. We got the word Tatanka up here. And so if I click inside the buffalo, you notice that the recorder symbol comes up there. And I'm going to hit it, and now listen. Tatanka, Tatanka, Tatanka. Okay, I'm going to hit it again. Stop. Oops. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit our enter button. And it's going to take us back to the editing mode that we have now. So now we're going to have to put a sound in here, right? So let's click there so it's activated. So you can see it's activated. It has the squares around it. And so again, we're going to go up to Edit, Insert, we're going to go to Insert, and we're going to go to Audio again, and we're going to go over and go down to Record Audio. Okay, so when we're ready for the recording, we're going to hit the red button. When we're done, we're going to hit the square. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to record. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to play it. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Okay, so if you're satisfied with that, you can choose Insert. If you're not satisfied, choose Cancel, and then you can record it all over again. In this case, we're going to choose Insert. So there again, here is the image of the recording. So we're going to stretch it out over the whole picture, again for those little hands so they're able to click where they should to get it to activate. I'm a little long at the bottom there, if you notice that. Okay, so we can pull it up here and make it fit right in there. Okay, so now we left it open over here, so we're going to soften the edges, and we're going to choose the slide bar here, and we're going to take that completely out. Okay, so now let's go back and let's view what we've done so far. Remember, we're going to go down. It looks like a screen, so we're going to click on it. And this time we're going to click on the buffalo again. Tatanka, Tatanka, Tatanka. Going to hit it again. Stop. Oops. Okay. So now let's do the horse. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Shunka wakan. Okay. All right. So let's hit our enter key again, and it will take us out of there. Okay. All right. So now let's go back, make another slide. So again, I took my cursor and I dropped it there, so I get this blinking sign here saying it's ready for another slide. So we're going to choose Insert. And our new slide, we're going to do our drop down. We want it the same, so we're going to choose to Content. And there we go again. So this time we need to write the horse. Okay. Shunka wakan. Okay. Remember, let's make it bigger again. I think what would we do that other one at? 72. So we need to go back to home to get our size. I believe it was 72. Let's try it there. Okay. So there again, we might jumble them around this time. So this time, let's bring our horse over here on this side. We're going to stretch it out so it's relatively even. Oops. Remember, we had to pull this one down a little bit at the bottom until our line showed up there. Okay, now we're going to click in there to activate that one. Whoops. Cancel. And we're going to take and grab our buffalo, and we're going to drop it in. Okay, we can get a hold of him. There we go. All right, there he is. So let's stretch him to make his size